Hello everyone, myself Razali Jain Shamsundar. I am from RBNB College, Srirampur. I am teaching mathematics paper first. Okay, previous lecture or in the first lecture of mathematical logic, we see some important concepts related with the statements. In that we see how to define the statements, okay, how to identify the given mathematical statements, okay, then we see how to write truth values for the given statements. तर याचा अगदी डिटेलमध्ये विचार आपण केलेला आहे. अगदी सोपी अशी कन्सेप्ट त्या ठिकाणी आपण फॉलो केलेली आहे पहा. Okay, now in today's lecture we go with our next one very important subtopic. In that we consider simple statements, compound statements and logical connectives. Okay, so firstly we go with simple statements. Here simple statement is the statements which cannot broken down into two or more sentences. I repeat again, here simple statement is the statement which cannot be broken down into two or more sentences. Let us see some examples. Okay, here in first we consider 25 is an odd number. Okay, we see this statement 25 is an odd number. Okay, this is declarative sentence. Okay, here this given sentence cannot be broken down into two or more sentences. Okay, so we say this given example is of simple statement. Okay, let us see second one. Here 25 is divisible by 5. Here again this is a declarative sentence. Okay, and this given sentence cannot be broken down into two or more. Okay, so here this is the simple statement. So to define the compound statements, we want this type of simple statements. Okay, so this is all about our simple statements. Let's go with our next very important concept or definition, and is for compound statements. Okay, here I write compound statements. Okay, this is also very simple concept, very simple definition for this compound statement. Okay, in this we consider combination of two or more simple statements. I repeat again, if in the given statement we have two or more simple statements and these statements connected by using some connectives, then we say it is compound statement. Let us consider some examples. Here in first, okay, येथे जे दोन example आपण घेतलेली आहेत, here we consider these two simple statements. We use these two to define the compound statements. Okay, so here in first I write 25 is an odd number and 25 is divisible by 5. Okay, here we consider two sentences. First is 25 is an odd number is the first simple statement. Then second, here 25 is divisible by 5. Okay, here these two simple statements are connected by using and. Okay, so we say this is the compound statement. म्हणून याला आपण compound statement असं म्हणायचं आहे. Okay, let us consider second one. Okay, milk is white or grass is green. Now we have to identify this example is for compound statement or not. Okay, so here consider first sentence. First is milk is white. This is first simple statement. Second, here grass is green is the second simple statements, and these two simple statements are connected by using or. Okay, since these two are connected by using or, we say here this is the example of compound statement. Okay, so we use these two examples to define the compound statements. Okay, now in this chapter, in this subtopic, our next very important definition is for logical connectives. Okay, so here we define logical connectives, and to define this concept, we use some examples of compound statements. Okay, here in the first example, we say 25 is an odd number and 25 is divisible by 5. We know here two simple statements are connected by using and. So here and is the logical connective. So here and is the logical connective. Then in the second example, we say here milk is white or grass is green. Again, here two simple statements are connected by using or. So in this example, or is the connective. So in this example, or is the connective. So we have to consider such type of connectives, logical connectives. In various examples, we use various logical connectives. In that first is and, or we use if then, or we use if then, we use but. Okay, then we use neither nor. We use either or. Okay, then we use if and only if and only if, or we use not, okay, etc. So these are all logical connectives. These are all logical connectives. आणखी काही कनेक्टिव्हज आपण या ठिकाणी विचारात घेऊ शकतो, परंतु एक्झाम्पल म्हणून मी तुम्हाला या ठिकाणी एवढे दाखवलेली आहेत पहा. ओके, सो वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर दिस टाइप ऑफ लॉजिकल कनेक्टिव्हज टू डिफाइन आवर नेक्स्ट व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट कन्सेप्ट. Okay, so we consider some logical connectives. Okay, so we go with our first. Here we use connectives. Okay, in that first definition is for conjunction. First definition is for conjunction. Okay, so we have to define this conjunction first. Now what is mean by conjunction? If two simple statements are connected by using the logical connective, and I repeat again, if two simple statements are connected by using the logical connective and, then we say it is a conjunction. Then we say it is a conjunction. Okay, so we consider another definition, okay, by using P and Q. Here, if P, Q are given simple statements, then P and Q is called the conjunction. Then we say P and Q is the conjunction. Okay, very simple concept. फक्त डेफिनेशन या ठिकाणी प्रॉपरली तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवायची आहे पहा. We denote this P and Q by using the notation. I write here, it is denoted by P and Q by using the this notation P and Q. Okay, so this is for P and Q. We read this as P conjunction Q or P and Q. Okay, so we have to see truth table for this conjunction. Okay, and to define this, we consider this table. Okay, in that we define the truth values for P and Q. Okay, let us consider first simple statement P for first column, then consider second simple statement Q for second column. Okay, then we consider P and Q. That is, we have to find truth values for this P and Q. Now, we have to consider all the possibilities, all the possible truth values. Okay, here in P, I write T, F, F. I repeat again, we have to consider all the possible truth values for P and Q. Here, for P, I write T, F, F. Then for Q, I write T, F, T, F. Okay. Here, if first statement is true and second simple statement is also true, then truth value for these P and Q is true, that is T. I repeat again, if first statement is true, second statement is true, then truth value for P and Q is also true. Now for next, if first statement is true, second statement is false, then truth value for P and Q is F. Next, if first statement is false, second statement is true, then truth value for P and Q is false. Next, if first statement is false, second statement is false, then truth value for P and Q is also false. Now try to remember this truth table. This truth table is very important in our syllabus, and this is for P and Q. So this is all about for conjunction. This is all about for this conjunction. Let's go with our second one. Here second is a disjunction. Okay. Here again we consider two statements. If these two statements are connected by using the connective or, I repeat again, if two simple statements are connected by using the logical connective or, then we say it is disjunction. Then we say it is disjunction. Okay. If P, Q are simple statements, then here P or Q is the disjunction. I repeat again, if P and Q are simple statements, then P or Q is the disjunction. Okay, it is denoted by, we denote this type of disjunction by using P or Q, by using this notation. I write in the box by using this notation, and I read this as P disjunction Q or P or Q. Okay, again we have to consider truth table for this disjunction. Let's go with this table. Again, in that we consider in first column first simple statement P. For second column we consider second simple statement Q. Okay, then for third column we use P or Q. We have to find this P or Q now. Here again, for P, we consider all the possibilities. That is T, T, F, F. For Q, we consider T, F, T, F. I repeat again, we consider all the possible truth values in this table. Okay, let's define this P or Q now. Okay, if first statement is true, second statement is true, then P or Q is true. Second, if first statement is true, second statement is false, then P or Q is again true. Next, if first statement is false, second statement is true, then truth value for P or Q is true. And for last, if first is false, second statement is false, then truth value for this P or Q is false. Try to remember, if these two statements are false, then only it is false. In all other cases, it is true. Okay, so we consider all the points for this disjunction. Let's go with third one. Okay, here third is, here we consider third and is conditional. Or we say implication. Conditional or implication. Let's define this conditional now. Here again we consider two simple statements. If these two simple statements are connected by using if, then, I repeat again, if two simple statements are connected by using if, then we say it is conditional or implication. That is, if P and Q are simple statements, then if P then Q, if P then Q is the conditional, okay. It is denoted by using P implies Q or P, this implies Q. We read it as if P then Q or P conditional Q or P implies Q. I repeat again, we read it as if P then Q or P conditional Q or P implies Q. Let us see truth table for this conditional. Again, we consider this table, okay. In this table and in the first column, we consider first simple statement P. Then for second column, we consider Q is the second simple statement. Then we have to define truth values for conditional. That is, P implies Q. Okay. If first simple statement is true and second simple statement is true, then only it is true. Now for next, if first simple statement is true, second is false, then only it is false. Next, if first is false, second is true, then here it is true. Next, here if first is false, second is false, then only it is true. Try to remember this table. Here only if first is true and second is false, then only it is false. And in all other cases, it is true. Then only all other cases, it is true. Okay. So this part is very important. Try to remember this truth table and is for conditional. तो conditional साठीचा आहे. Okay. Next point here, fourth one. Okay. We consider biconditional. Biconditional, or we say double implication. Here again, to define this concept, we consider two statements. If these two statements are connected by using if and only if, I repeat again, if two simple statements are connected by using if and only if, then we say it is biconditional. Or we say it is a double implication. Okay. If P, Q are simple statements, then P, if and only if Q, P if and only if Q, then we say here biconditional. Then we say it is biconditional. It is denoted by the notation P, this notation Q, that is P double implies Q, or here P, this double implies Q. Okay, and we read it as here P if and only if Q, or P biconditional Q, or here P double implies Q. P double implies Q. Here again we have to define the truth table for this biconditional or for this double implication. Consider this table. Here again in the first column we consider P is the first simple statement having truth values T, T, F, F. Then for second column we consider truth values T, F, T, F. Okay. Then for third column we define truth values for biconditional. Here notation for P biconditional Q is like this. We read it as P double implies Q. Okay. If first statement is true, second statement is true, then only it is true. Okay. Consider this last one. If first is false, second is false, then only it is true. Try to remember, if both the P and Q is having same truth values, then your truth value for P double implies Q is T. And in all other cases it is false. And in all other cases it is false. So try to remember this truth table and is for biconditional or is for double implication. Okay. So up to all we consider four type of connectives. In that we consider and, or, if then, and if and only if. For and we use conjunction. For or we use disjunction. For if then we use conditional. For if and only if we use biconditional. Okay, let's go with our next one and is negation. Okay, fifth, negation, or we say not. Okay, we say negation also. Here negation of statement. I write negation of statement. Negation of statement. Okay. Here, if P is the only given statement, if P is the only given statement, then negation of this P is denoted by this notation. Try to remember this notation. We read it as negation of P. Okay. If P is having truth value T, then negation of P is having truth value F. Remember this. If P is having truth value false, then negation of P is having the truth value true. is also very important part. Try to remember this. Okay, let us see some examples depending on these connectives. Okay, here firstly we see how to write a given compound statement symbolically. Okay, let us see some examples for this. Write the symbolic form of given statements. Okay, first is, let's go with first one. Here first is having Nagpur is in Maharashtra. Nagpur is in Maharashtra and Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, now for this example we have to write the symbolic form, and to write this firstly we have to consider two simple statements. Okay, let's define these two statements. Let P is the first one and is having Nagpur is in Maharashtra. Then second is Q. Second simple statement is Q. Okay, here second is having Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, now we know P, we know Q. Let's define the symbolic form for the given example. Here symbolic form okay, so consider again our example. In the given example, two simple statements are connected by using the logical connective and for and we know we use conjunction. Okay, so symbolic form for this is P and Q, like this. Very simple example. We have to write this type of form. Okay, let's go with second example. Triangle is equilateral or isosceles Here again two simple statements are given. These two statements are denoted, these two statements are connected by using the connective OR. Okay, let's define P and Q separately. Let P is the first simple statement and is having triangle is equilateral. Then second is Q and this Q is having triangle is isosceles. Okay, now we know P, we know Q. Here P and Q are connected by using the logical connective OR. We know for OR we consider disjunction. So symbolic form for this is here P or Q, like this. Okay, is also very simple example. We only define the symbolic form. Okay, now third example. Here in third we consider angle is neither acute, angle is neither acute nor obtuse. Angle is neither acute nor obtuse. Again, here given two simple statements, and these two are connected by using neither nor. Okay, so we define P and Q separately. Let P is the first one. We say in P angle is acute, angle is acute. Then for second Q, we consider angle is obtuse. Okay, here in the example given, angle is neither acute nor obtuse. That is, a negation of P and Q is given. Okay, we know here negation of P is angle is not acute, and negation of Q is angle is not obtuse. So symbolic form for this is, here we have to consider negation of P. So negation of P, then we consider negation of Q. Now which connective we have to use? Neither nor, hehi nahi ani tehi nahi. So we consider conjunction. So negation of P and negation of Q. Okay, so we consider these three examples to define the symbolic form. Let us consider another one, some examples. Another examples. Write the truth values of following. Write the truth values of following. Okay, here we have to find out truth values of the compound statement, given compound statements. Let us consider first one. Here in first, 4 is odd, 4 is odd, or 2 is prime. Here two statements are connected by using the connective or. We know this. If we have or, we have to consider disjunction. Let's define P and Q separately. Let P is the first one and is having 4 is odd. Then Q is the another one and is having 2 is prime. Now we know P, we know Q. Let's define symbolic form first. Here symbolic form for given example is, okay, here or is given, so we have to consider disjunction. So symbolic form for this is P or Q. Okay, now one very important steps, we have to consider truth values for the given symbolic form. Okay, so here truth values, truth value, okay, here given P or Q. Okay, so P or Q is equivalent to, let us consider this statement P. Here 4 is odd, we know here 4 is even. Okay, if it is even, it is true. Here 4 is odd, given, so give truth value for this P is F. Then or as it is, then Q is true or false. Everyone knows here 2 is a prime. Okay, since it is a prime, truth value for this is t. This is equivalent to. Okay, now we consider truth table for the disjunction, and in this truth table we say if any one of the statement is true, any one of the given statement is true, then here it is true. If both the statements are false, then we say it is false. Okay, and if any one is true, then it is true. So truth value for given example is t. Let us consider one more example. Here in second, we consider if 3 into 5 is equal to 8, then 3 plus 5 is equal to 15. Here two statements are connected by using if then. Since if then is given, we consider conditional, that is implication. Okay, now we define P and Q separately. Okay, here P is what? Here P is having 3 into 5 is equal to 8. Then Q is having here 3 plus 5 is equal to 15. Okay, so symbolic form for the given example is, since in the given example if then is given, we consider conditional. Okay, so symbolic form is having P implies Q. Check this. Okay, now we find truth value for the given symbolic form. Here given symbolic form is P implies Q. Here everyone knows 3 into 5 is 15. Okay, here it is given. So first statement is false, implies. Then consider the second one. Everyone knows 3 plus 5 is 8. Here given 15. So Q is false. Okay, if both the statement is having a falsity, that is having truth value F, then we say P implies Q is F. So this is the truth value for given example. So up to this point, we consider some examples. In that we consider symbolic form for the given compound statement. Then we consider or we find truth values for the given compound statement. Okay, in next lecture, in lecture number 3, we consider some important examples related with the negation. Then we consider the statement pattern, various types of statement pattern in next lecture. Okay, thank you.